Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to do a quick video on this CUISINART Grind and Brew Plus coffee maker, model number SS-GB1. I'm going to show you the brew basket. On the coffee maker side, this brew basket may have come apart, and you may be wondering what to do with that plunger. Sometimes in the dishwasher, that plunger and that little disc will come apart, and you don't know where it is or how it goes together. I'm going to show you. Okay, so let's kind of talk about, this is the brew basket, and it comes off, and it's got this lid. Now, on the bottom here is a plunger, and when you brew coffee, you have to use your coffee maker. You have to make sure your lid is on your coffee carafe, because what this thing does here, it pushes up. When it's underneath, when it is underneath, it pushes up on that and lets the coffee out. That's why they call that pause brewing. So when you take your coffee pot out, it comes down, it prevents coffee from coming out. But when the coffee pot presses, see how that lifts up and it lets coffee out. Again, you've got to have this lid. Now this lid, you can take it apart. It is hinged, but you want to lift it, put it at a 90-degree angle, and you want to move it this way so that you can push this pin out. This pin is smaller than that pin, just by a little bit. Now those are really small and they will break easy. But here's your filter basket. This is dishwasher safe, but what can happen is, again, this plunger can come apart. So what happens is this is just like a little rubber disc. That's all that is. Now, I don't have a part number for it. You're going to have to try to find this if you lose it in the bottom of your dishwasher. Okay, so you'll have to find, there's 3 parts. There's a spring, there's this plunger, and again, there's this. Now, that has got like an opening. The opening's going to go up towards the coffee, but when you got it in that brew basket, that's how it's going to look. It's very simple to put on and off. It's got like a little groove that goes in. So the way you're going to put it back together is put the spring on it, put it in the bottom, hold that with your hand, take this, go down in there and just kind of smash it on and it'll stay. Now you've got your plunger is ready to go. Now this basket has some parts on it, I did notice. So this piece does come off. I don't recommend taking this off. But see how that's springy? It will pop off on you. Of course, I say that, mine did come off one time. Okay. And there's 2 springs in here, so you gotta be really careful. So there's 2 springs, and you just gotta kind of push it on, and it will stay. Okay. Now, I haven't been able to get this apart yet. I don't think this part comes, no, this doesn't come apart here. Yeah, that looks like those are kind of smashed on there. So now we got to put this back on. You're going to do it in the reverse. Take it, hold it at a 90-degree angle, put the first hinge in, and then come over here, pop the other one in, and there's your brew basket. It's safely assembled again, ready for coffee. And it goes, there's these 2 little like ears. They just hang on there. Make sure that's nice and flush. So while I'm doing this video, I wanted to show you, so lift up this, when you close this, make sure this snaps. But I want to show you how this goes. And there's could be some things you lose. There has to be this little safety, this little white thing. And there's this little rubber thing in this cap. And this is for the grinder, so that when the grinder is installed, you have to push down on that plunger. When the lid comes down, it pushes through that white thing to activate the safety switch, so that the grinder will not activate unless that safety switch is activated. The only way to get that in is this has to be installed properly with the lid. And the reason for that is so they know that nobody will get their fingers chopped off by accidentally hitting the on button. So So once you've got all that and the lid is snapped, hit craft, see, the grinder will work. But if I forget something, say I leave the lid off, that's going to blink at me to let me know, hey, something's not right and it won't work. Even if I just leave the lid cracked. See, I don't snap it. It didn't work. I have to have that snapped, then it works. Check out my next video. I'm going to show you how to clean the needles on the K-Cup side, and I'm also going to show you, if your clean light comes on, how to descale the coffee maker side and the K-Cup side. Thanks everybody for watching, and if you could, please like and subscribe.